Warm and cool colors. So welcome everyone. My name is Lili and I am a fine art graduate, artist and art teacher all the way from South Africa. So I want you to close your eyes. Now open them and look around you. Do you see colors? Yes, you do see colors. What colors do you see around you? Maybe you're in your room and your room is blue. Maybe you're outdoors and there's a lot of plants. What colors are they? So shout out those colors. Maybe I'm seeing a lot of yellow. I'm seeing a lot of green in the room where I am. And I want to ask you another question. What do these colors make you feel? If I'm thinking of the yellow I'm seeing around me, it definitely makes me feel very excited. Maybe you are seeing some blue. What does the blue make you feel? Blue makes me feel quite calm. But you're thinking, why am I asking you all these silly questions about colors? Well, you're going to see now because we are looking at warm and cool colors. And to understand a little bit more, I've made a color wheel. Maybe you've heard of a color wheel, maybe you've seen a color wheel, or maybe this is your first time hearing all these words. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. So if you are watching me and you're a little kiddie, you are going to learn about colors and why we say warm and cool colors. If you're a teacher and you want to use this idea that I'm doing, go ahead and teach the kids warm and cool colors. So I've made a color wheel. A color wheel is great when you are learning about art because it shows you where colors come from. So we might already know our primary colors. What are they? Red, yellow, and blue. We know if we start mixing them, we get colors, and those are our secondary colors. So the orange, the purple, and the green, because if you mix red with yellow, you get orange. You see why a color wheel is so handy, because it shows you all the colors that you get when you start mixing. You even get more hues. You might get a pink in between somewhere, maybe there with the red and the purple. Okay. You might get a lighter green or a darker green. So that's how colors are made. But I've made a little trick, so let me just see if this works. I'm going to pop my color wheel open. And there I have a little surprise. So the colors at the top, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, they are all warm colors. Okay, we'll get back to that. Now at the bottom, I've got my purple, my blues, and my greens. Those are cool colors. So let's quickly think of something that's red. Shout out things to each other. What's red? I'm thinking of fire or a heart. What about orange? If I think of orange, I'm thinking of orange juice. Okay, what about yellow? What do you think of? I'm definitely thinking of the sun. Again, ask each other, what do those things with those colors make you feel? Because when we draw pictures and use colors, we also engage, which means we feel things. That's why I love art, because art can make me feel all kinds of emotions, and that's healthy, hey? So do the same at the bottom. We've got purple. What's purple? What about some grapes? What's blue? Maybe the ocean. What's green? Maybe the green grass outside. And how do all those things make you feel? Calm, sleepy? Tell each other. I'd love to know, so you can also comment and let me know. So this is a quick little lesson about warm and cool colors. But the best way to understand these things is by making a very cool artwork. So stay on and stay tuned because I'm going to show each of you how to make a very cool artwork, which makes us understand how warm and cool colors work and what they make us feel. Okay, so I'm going to take my color wheel away, just sticking it next to me. Okay, and I'm using a big white page. You can grab any sort of paper you can draw on. Okay, quickly go grab any paper, scrap paper that you've got, maybe even some old cardboard, anything to make your picture. Then I'm going to also use something that's a circle shape. Okay, I'm using a paper plate. Maybe you've got a dinner plate. Maybe you've got a lid of something. Get a nice big circular shaped object because you're going to trace it. I'm also using my very favorite black marker or black Sharpie. Again, use any sort of coloring in supply or mark making thing, a pencil, a crayon, anything that you've got. And then I'm also going to paint. Okay, so I'm not telling you guys what we're going to make. I'm keeping it a bit of a surprise. So you're going to trace your big circle. Okay, I'm putting mine in the middle. You can put yours anywhere you want. And I'm going to trace it. Just helps me to get a nice big circle because it's quite difficult to make a circle freehand. It takes quite a lot of practice. Okay, now you've got your big circle. I'm going to divide the circle in half, but I'm making the moon and the sun. Okay, because the moon is going to represent the night with the cool colors, because at nighttime we see all the purpley, blue, darker colors. Okay, those are the cool colors. And the sun represents the warm colors. So I'm going to go in the middle. Okay, and I'm going to take a little line down, and I want little nose for my moon. So I'm just going to pop it up, make a little nose, and bring it down again. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to make the eyes. So for my moon, I'm making closed eyes because nighttime I'm sleeping. So there's my closed eye. Put some of those guys on. And for my sun, I'm making big open eyes. Okay. If you're a morning person, your eyes are wide open as the sun comes out. Okay. So I'm using my marker to draw. Again, you can use anything to draw. I just like the marker because it's nice and defined and bold. Okay. Now we're going to add a little mouth. So I'm just going to make a mouth like this. Again, you can make your mouth and eyes any way you want. Okay. I'm going to add some cheeks. Okay. And now for some details. So again, this half is representing my warm colors and the other half my cool. So my sun, I'm just going to give some rays by making some lines like that. You can also decorate it with patterns if you want. Again, it's up to you. I'm going to make some twirlies in there just for some extra pattern. There we go. Again, if you want to use a mixture of markers and crayons. Okay, I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do. And then the moon, I'm going to give the moon some stars. So that's my little, did I do that right? No, my little trick for stars. Let's do that. So I wanted to do a trick that's like that. And then you just go down. Okay, so make some stars. And I'm going to do one like that again. And some stars over there. There we go. And maybe even some lines like that. It's almost a bit like cloudy waves. There we go. And now we need to get those colors in. So you can use a mixture. I'm getting my pastels out and I'm going to paint a bit. So remember again, cool colors, the blues. So I'm going to color in a bit with blue. I'm going to paint also just now. But I'm just helping myself remember what are cool colors. Okay, for the moon. So the blues, maybe some greens. Let me get some greens. I'm going to color in with the green. So I'm using pastels just to quickly color a bit in so I can remember what those cool colors are. Green, and then any sort of purpley colors. I don't have a purple, but I've got a light blue that I can use over there. Okay, now my warm colors. We definitely know yellow is a warm color, so I'm going to quickly just remind myself and color some yellow. Okay, and maybe some orange. I'm going to color in some orange there. So this is just helping me to understand and learn what warm and cool colors are. So I'm quickly coloring in a bit. And some red. Okay. So now I remember the colors. I'm going to paint to make it look even more colorful. I'm using some watercolor paints. You can grab any paints that you've got if you want to paint. And I'm just going to use again my warm colors for the sunny side. Okay, I'm going to paint over it. There we go. So I can't decide if I actually like the warm or the cool colors. I don't know which one's my favorite. I think it depends on what I'm feeling. But I like both of them. Which ones do you maybe like? Let me know. Okay, now I'm going to my yellow. And I'm going to paint my inside. Got a nice big brush to get into all those areas. There we go. So let's put some yellow in there. And then I can also use some pinks. Okay, pink is also in the warm color side. I'm grabbing some pink and I'm going to color that in. There we go. Need some more water. Pinks over there. Ooh, don't worry if you're dripping. Kind of gives a cool effect, but if you're dripping, get your little cloth out. Just dabbing it with my cloth. There we go, giving it some effect. Okay. And take a smaller brush and just color in my eye. So there's the warm color side. So let's do the cool color side. So I'm going with the blue. Let me just get my brush. You can also paint or draw any other picture that makes you remember and understand warm and cool colors. Say this was just my idea to help me think of warm and cool colors. I really love the game of thinking of things that are those colors. And then you can say what they make you feel like. Okay, I'm going to get some purple. In there. There we go. Learning about colors and art and feelings and making a very pretty picture. Okay, I'm gonna get my green and make my moon green because I can. It's a cool color, a cool and cool color. Okay, love how it's blending in there. And there you have a picture that taught you what warm and cool colors are. So thanks everyone. I would love to see your artworks and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.